let's get into it. We are back again. Okay, we're in the paint. I told y'all I'm in the paint today. I'm here today. Ani's World is back, and today we will be talking about manifest your best self. Okay? I think, a lot of times people want like manifestation tips. And honestly, the best manifestation tips is to manifest your best self, right? Because before you manifest anything, like literally anything, manifest your best self. Get in your best energy. You know what I'm saying? Don't skip steps, and I talked about this in my other YouTube videos when I said that you like literally someone asked me earlier, "Oh, do you own a shop?" I'm like, "No, I wouldn't want to go from being a student to owning a shop. That is a totally big jump." You know what I'm saying? How about before I own in a shop, why don't I work in one first? See what it's like. See what dealing with all different, you know, stylists, estheticians, cosmetologists, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Dealing with all different types of people, renting to them, how business flows. You would have to see all of that first before you're just like, I'm going to manifest a shop. So, my manifestation video today will be manifesting your best self. Okay? This is really important because it's so much, it's a much better place to start, when you can start from within as you go along the journey, it will take more, more knowledge, more patience, more growth. And when you start from within, that's always a good ground point, right? So, manifesting your best self is gonna start with the things that you are first able and consciously consuming, right? This is why on the channel I made the power of music, because through the power of music, we learned that music started with the feet. Music used to be the rhythm of your feet. So, literally, your path to life, right? Then we broke down different, like how your brain listens to music, not just your ears, how your brain is interpreting music, right? And what we learned is that the same part of your brain that tells your body how to function, how to move, and what to do is also the same part of your brain. Hi, beautiful. That um, processes music. It processes sound, right? So the frequency that you're intaking is something that can greatly affect how you're moving. And this goes along with like your health as well. The frequency, because this is another thing that we learned, and I briefly talked about in the last video about different illnesses are frequencies, right? That can be created or manifested. For example, like when they came out with different towers back in the day, I forget exactly what year it was, but when they came out with the towers, Fluenza came out. That was a frequency, just like when they came out with the 5G towers a few months later, 19 came out. You know what I mean? So everything is frequency. Everything. Everything. So if you are intaking music that talks about drugs and sex and crimes and hate, okay? That's not good. That's not good. And a lot of people find positive music corny or whatever, but positive music is not corny. Positive music is good. You should want to listen to something positive to start your day. You should want to, put the right information in your brain as well. So that's another thing, right? So along with the music that you listen to, shout out to my other YouTube video, The Power of Music, you will also be wanting to like reprogram your brain and your thoughts and fully understand that you're the first one who's in control of your thoughts and your mind, okay? So when you have negative thoughts, the first thing that you want to train yourself to do is block them. Okay? If you feel negative thoughts towards yourself, insecurities, fears, you want to start by reprogramming those first. That is the best manifestation tip you will ever have. If you can reprogram like your insecurities and your fears away, right? And shut down all that extra noise in your head, you can accomplish a lot of your other manifestations because you don't want blockages in your way. You're literally, that's just blockages. If you're trying to manifest something, clear your path, clear it. Now, um, the other thing is that the way that you look and the way that the things that you can control, keep in mind. Keep that heavily in mind. If there's certain things outside of your control, that does not matter. But things in your control, keep them the way that you want them aesthetically. Okay? I like it to look nice. I like it to look clean. I like it to smell good. Get your senses going. This will all, help you get on a better frequency so that you can get yourself in a more digestible, state of mind. A lot of times people are trying to manifest things when they're not at a digestible state of mind. If you're not able to digest yourself and your thoughts daily, you're not ready to manifest it quite yet, okay? So start with yourself, okay? Now, this includes the effort that you're putting into yourself and your belongings, taking care of yourself and your belongings, shower, proper hygiene, um, proper nutrition, water, sunlight, go get some air. You know what I'm saying? Definitely always go get some air. Um, But yeah, definitely like if you're a girl, put on a little bit of makeup. It's not gonna kill you. Put on a nice outfit. If you need to go buy some, do that. Okay? Get you some nice if you don't want to dress up every day like me, that's why I have like just sweatpants outfits and stuff like this that I can just throw on, you know? Um, but also keep in mind that it's better to dress more up than down. Okay? But if you don't want to really do too much, right? Just keep it simple and make sure that you're put together and looking really nice and smelling really good. And your belongings need to be coexisting with this energy. Because if you are looking and smelling good, but everything around you is dirty and nasty, clean it up, organize it. If there's stuff you need to throw out, throw it out. Let it go. Stop keeping stuff that you don't need. That's my number one thing too. A lot of times people are trying to make room for new and you have all this clutter. You need to get rid of what you don't need and also take care of what you have. A lot of people as well like to try to get more things and they don't know how to maintain what they have or yeah, they're not maintaining what they have and getting rid of what they don't need. So how can you get any more? You're cluttered. You're overly loaded. Yes, overly loaded. Okay. Now, my next thing is evaluate yourself, right? I think a lot of people struggle with this part. This is the main thing people struggle with, the proper self-evaluation. When you're delusional, you're supposed to be delusional in ways that are still realistic. So be delusional in the sense where you can say, I know, even if you feel like everyone else around you feels like you can't do it, you can't make it, you're not going to change. Be delusional in the sense that you know that you're going to grow and you're going to change. That type of delusion. Some people are delusional on a scale of like psychiatric help. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't be that type. Don't be that type. And this is why I'm saying evaluate yourself properly, because you can make everything look good and smell good all you want. And you can keep clearing out clutter as much as you want. But if you haven't done a proper self evaluation, you're not going to get anywhere in your manifesting, right? Because even as whether you're a Christian, whether you're praying or manifesting, you're you're going to need to do the work. And it says that even like and even in Christianity, it tells you like if you're going to pray, you need to also apply that work to the prayer. Work towards it. So if you're gonna pray, if you're gonna manifest, work towards it. So if you're saying like, oh, I'm gonna be my best self, my most positive self, sometimes being stuck thinking that you know everything will have you stuck. Try. Try something different. If what you've been doing hasn't been working, put your pride aside and your own like beliefs to the side for that moment and try something different. You will probably be very, very, very surprised. Okay? And I mean that because a lot of times we might be stuck in our pride, our or in our ideology, and we are not able to open up the doors that we need to get where we need, like where we need to go. We can't open the next door, like literally saying, oh, I'll never do this because X, Y, and Z, although you've tried everything else. Just try. It's okay, especially if it's not going to hurt you to try. Just try, okay? That's okay. Try something different. Try something you never tried before. You know what I mean? A lot of people hold themselves back. Don't ever think like you know everything. Always believe that you are a student and a teacher at once, and that is a true master, right? Because don't keep yourself stuck. Don't do that. Next. So when you're evaluating yourself, make sure that you're taking steps that you never tried before, positive steps that you never tried before, and put that pride to the side and do what you have to do, right? Now, if you know that you're, and this is a part of the evaluation, if you know that you're like an insecure person, you need to start doing things that make you feel more secure. And this can be small things, right? Like some people feel more secure, of course, when they leave the house looking good. So leave the house looking good so that when you go out, you're not feeling so self-conscious. If you leave the house feeling like you're like looking and feeling intentionally putting that energy into your best self through action in mind in whatever prayer manifestation whatever you do, when you leave, you won't feel as like open and vulnerable, right? You will have built that shield, right? That wall through yourself, that protection through yourself. So that is the best thing to start with. A lot of people are stuck in fear and insecurity. Keep on speaking life into yourself, keep on believing in yourself, keep on taking care of yourself. And every day you go out into the world, prepare to go out into the world. Go out like you're going on the runway. If you want to go out like you're going into war, do that. You know what I mean? But whenever you go out into the world, prepare. Especially if you're someone who feels like, oh, I'm shy, I'm vulnerable. Okay, so just prepare, right? Now, the next thing is some people feel like, oh, I just heard someone was telling me like, oh, I always go out with people. I can never go out by myself. And the real issue is not that you're going out with people. The issue is that you're not going out to meet people. You're going out with people already. And sometimes you have to, again, this is why that ritual of preparing yourself to leave and step out into the runway, the battlefield, whatever you want to call your world, is important, so that like when you go out to an event and you want to go by yourself for the first time to meet new people, you can feel a little bit more open and also give yourself first the experience of being there by yourself and understand again those baby steps and not jumping from a student to a business owner. And like, why don't you work behind somebody after you graduate for a little bit, you know what I mean, to see what it's like to run a business. Don't give yourself the opportunity to go anything blindly. If you've never gone out to meet people by yourself for the first time, don't just go and be like, "Hi," or jump to the first people that come up to you. You know what I mean? Allow yourself the experience to first go out and be comfortable being by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Me again. And I think that's great. So then the next time that you go out, you'll start possibly being used to going out by yourself, looking good, smelling good, and attracting people. So now you're used to saying that, oh, you look so nice. You're used to taking a compliment. Now you're used to seeing, taking hi, being able to wave to people properly without awkwardly stopping, right? I know some people struggle with that. I used to struggle with that in my teenage years, you know? Um, you can truly gain your confidence and your comfortability with being out in the world by yourself and meeting new people by yourself, to the point where eventually you'll be able to go out and also kick it for the whole day with new people that you just met that day. You might go to a concert and be like, oh, you we have sex to each other, and you're just singing and having a good time. Oh, I'll take your number. Boom, you have a new friend. You're out again. You did it. You did it. You get what I'm saying? It's not that hard. Just take those baby steps and make sure that you're filling yourself up um the proper way, so that you're feeling and looking good, and not expecting anything to also like jump at you too fast. You don't want life to jump at you too fast. You know what I mean? Take the time to experience everything and soak it all in, you know? So it's just like your first kiss, your first time riding a bike, your first time swimming. You know what I mean? Like, romanticize it. Get ready. Your first day of school, we used to have our outfits ready out on our bed. You know what I mean? Like the day before, we could barely sleep, you know? Treat it like that again. Like, oh, I was so tired, I ruined the whole experience. Well, next time, you can be all excited you want, but get yourself ready the night before and get you some sleep so you can enjoy your day the next day, right? That's life. That's just life. Get comfortable with it. Get comfortable with it, because like once you are comfortable with it, that's when you're really gonna be like, oh, now I have to act. Yeah, yeah, you gotta act like you never seen certain stuff before, heard of certain stuff before, talked to certain people. Yeah, you gotta act. Might have to act like you never been there before. You know what I'm saying? Once you have those experiences, that's when it's not as romantic. That's when it's not your first time. You get what I'm saying? Even like your first time manifesting your best self. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that first dopamine you hit, you're gonna be on top of the world. You're gonna be like, I went from this to this, and I feel amazing. I'm glowing. And then when you get to that place that you really wanted to get to, and you might not be in survival mode anymore. So now you're working from a different nervous system. You know what I'm saying? Working with a different nervous system. The other one was really going to war. This one really, you know what I'm saying? What's your intention behind it now? What's going to be your momentum? Are you going to keep that momentum? And what's going to be like your your push start button? So be excited for those first times of everything, including getting your life together and becoming your best self. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful story. It is. It's one for the books. It's one for the books. Where's my book? Shoot. Yeah, they're in the living room. But yeah, so fall in love with that first time manifesting your best self. I swear, it's the best feeling ever. Like, if you're watching this and you feel like you're at your lowest place in life, it's the best. It's gonna be the best because when you take on the blessings and the manifestations that you ask for, it hits different levels. You know what I mean? You might, and somebody might be at this point that I'm talking about where you're like, oh my God, I made it and I got what I manifested and now I have to keep going. But oh my God, I can barely believe I did this. You might not believe that you can, outdo yourself. You get what I'm saying? Some people get at that comfortability space. You know what I'm saying? Where they're finally like, oh, I'm comfortable here. I feel good. And then they don't know how to push themselves anymore. And I think in times like this, in a world that we live in like this, you know what I mean? Quote unquote. It's almost beautiful when crazy stuff happens because it reminds you why you can always outdo yourself and why you should always outdo yourself. But allow yourself to not do it from a place of survival. Allow yourself to do it from a place of wisdom and knowledge and growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of doing this because I absolutely have to and my life is betting on it, do it because I know I can do it and I believe in myself and I'm willing to put in that work. And I know that it feels so good in that comfortable space. You know what I'm saying? I know it feels so good to just be comfortable and know. Knowing things feels so good. People wish they could know everything. Like when you first, wanted to get to a certain point, you didn't know how you was gonna get there, and that's all you wanted to know is how you was gonna get there. But that would literally take every single joy away from life. If you knew everything, what would be the point? There would be no point of doing nothing. If you knew exactly how you was gonna get there and how it was gonna happen, there would be absolutely no point. Sometimes the point is to just believe in yourself. Sometimes that's it. That's the point, believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not always knowing how it's gonna happen step by step, but getting up every day and believing yourself is always the first step. Learning how to let go. And, this is another really important thing. If you're in an isolation point, if you feel isolated and you just itching to get around people, I need you to realize like every single day, are you not around people unless you're not leaving your house? That's a problem. Leave your house. We talked about that 23 minutes ago. But if you if you get to a point where you think you're that lonely, just go out into the world and go around people. You're not that lonely. If you look good and you smell good and you go out into the world around people and you're a pleasant person, you're going to attract people. You'll realize you're not alone. Then on top of that, there's the people who's going to try to vent to you about their life. So if you feel in some type of way, then you're really not alone. Randoms. You know what I mean? You ain't alone. You fine. But the most important piece is that when you're at this isolation point, accepting it. Isolation is the best. That's the only way you're going to be able to evaluate yourself because if you constantly, I'm not saying not all the time, I like to look at different perspectives and stuff like that. That's a part of growing. But but you need to evaluate like yourself and where you want to be, right? So, You would have to be by yourself and figure out what you do and do not like. Because once you get comfortable being by yourself, you stop operating from desperation. People who are always around people all the time usually be desperate and people pleasers. Because there's no way you're gonna be yourself around people all the time. Ain't no way. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna try anything new. You're not gonna put yourself out there. You're going to most likely do what the people around you are doing. So it's better to be by yourself. The isolation, hate people. Thank you. I'm about to restart. Damn. I don't even want to do it now because I'm freaking hungry. I have the munchies now. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. I went to the gym. I ran here. I ran here. I'm hungry. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, I'm gonna stay up on here for the plot. No, literally. I wasn't on there for that long. I had a phone call. It was probably like that for like a good 3 minutes, 5 minutes though. But yeah, I'm definitely staying up on here for the plot. I ain't come up on here for nothing. Oatmeal. It was I ate mango with it. The plot, y'all. The plot. 1 p.m. Is that Jamaica? Who's that? Okay. Anyway, I can't remember where I was at, but the point is that like once you build that momentum to go out into the world, you'll be able to build that confidence and that self-belief, right? And practice hope, faith, belief. I love Lauryn Hill's song Everything is Everything because everything is everything. Okay, yeah, it's the same time. Where are you? Um, everything's gonna happen at once for you. You hear what I'm saying? You're gonna constantly be feeling like you're probably in a process of like growing and breaking down, right? That's why, again, I said, don't ever feel like you can't be a teacher and a student at once, because that's a true master once you're not a multitask. You know what I'm saying? You gotta multitask with it. I feel as though realizing that you're gonna multitask your growth is the best thing that you can do. Realizing that you're always gonna be correcting parts of your old self, right? Things that you wanna not perfect, because I don't like that word, but ev- evolve within yourself, you'll notice that it's a constant pattern of get up, apply pressure, do what you said you was gonna do. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it now. Get up. Stop waiting till tomorrow. Why are you waiting till the weekend? Why does it matter if you do it Monday or Saturday? Just do it now. Because you said you was gonna do it and you been said you was gonna do it. It's constantly. It's constantly. You have to keep pushing yourself. And it's the same thing that I told you guys with your brain, but I think I was on mute. That like the more that you your brain into being nicer to yourself and redirecting fears and bad habits, your brain will just start automatically doing it. Where like even negative spaces you will not allow yourself to be in for long, and you'll really get to a point where you're not in neither a negative or positive space. Like if you're not going to be in your highest frequency, you're just going to be being. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get to that point. You're going to get there. Trust me. Because that's another thing too. I don't believe in bad days. I don't believe in bad days. I believe in being or just being high frequency. But unless you literally believe in bad days, then go ahead. That's not my belief. I'm not trying to have no bad day. You know what I'm saying? So it's better to look at your days that don't go the way that you want as a day. Like, how was today? It was good. Lie. I mean, because you're gonna have to communicate on these like matrix levels of, oh, how was your day? It was good, even though you want to say it was not. It just was. It was just a day. Say that. You could say that too. Because I swear, like, when you're trying to be your best self and grow as a person, beating like beating yourself up and saying that you are having bad days is like one of the worst thing that you can do. Like, it's like when you're at school and they're preparing you to go to work. That's the whole point. No, 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 no. I did not have a bad week. Okay? I did not struggle throughout my day. It was just a day. Give yourself room to grow by allowing yourself no judgment, right? It's the most beautiful thing that you're going to do because you're opening yourself up to so much more positive things in life if you stop judging yourself. It's going to be hard for you to judge others. It's going to be easy for you to see the positive in things. So instead of judging yourself and saying, oh, I did bad today, say, I just did. Because at the end of the day, you know how hard it is to redirect yourself into positive behavior? I know it looks like it, huh? That's funny. But you know how hard it is to redirect yourself into positive behavior when you're not being nice to yourself. When you're telling yourself your first experience, "Oh, I I I didn't do it right. I did it wrong. This was bad. I struggled with this." You're not giving yourself any real room to grow and evolve. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no clothes in your closet. Well, um, it's because I have a walk-in closet. So it's very filled up in here, but I put all of these on one. I have like all of my dresses and like I have my hoodies, I have my jackets and stuff. I have some more in like the closet because I have like another closet in my living room, and then yeah, but and then it looks empty because it's a big closet. It's a walk-in closet. That's why. So that's why like I have like a drawer in there. That's why it looks empty because it's really big. But yeah. You're funny, but I'm funnier. Anyway, um, see, now again, these are just examples that you're seeing right now of confidence. Like once you build momentum and you have like accolades, you can do stuff like I just did. You know what I'm saying? Kind of eat them up real quick. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Stuff that a lot of people, some people can't relate. You know? It's spacious. But you also learn to not take life so serious. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to take life so serious, and you don't have to be so hard on yourself. You don't have to judge yourself so hard. You don't have to be mean to yourself because it really does postpone your growth. Be more gentle. Don't say you had a bad day. Don't say you struggled. It's your first time living life. It's your first time, reacting to things. It's not like this is you're going by script and or you get one chance, two chance. Like that's the first time. You don't get a second chance at the first time, and that's okay. Don't beat yourself up, but also remember things like this, and grow. Remember things like this and grow. Um, so this is how you can and will manifest your best self. You know what I'm saying? Allow yourself to definitely take risks that are calculated as well. I don't want like anyone to come to my channel and hear stuff like I don't work and like instantly quit their job with no plan. You know what I mean? Don't do stuff like that. Make calculated decisions. Test yourself, see how you do. Why don't you try, because like if you feel like you have a business that's doing well enough for you to quit your job, why don't you try cutting off some of your hours first before you quit, right? So say if you're working 40 hours a week, go from working 40 hours a week to 30 hours a week and see how that goes. See how you feel about your income for 3 months, right? And then go from working 30 hours a week to 20 hours a week with your small business. And then see how that goes with your income. You know what I'm saying? Don't just jump. Don't do it. Don't get too impulsive now. Get realistically impulsive, okay? Make it make sense. Now, the next thing that you want to do is start manifesting, honestly, because once you build the confidence and throughout the confidence, it's not like you're not taking care of your everyday life and responsibilities or working towards small goals. You're doing that, right? You're just in a much more less like advanced state because you're simply just figuring out the basics. So now that you got the basics, now manifestation can come into play, right? Once you fill yourself up with the right things and you have figured yourself out, thank you. Then you can start manifesting. Once you build that confidence, once you have some hope, faith, belief, then manifest. And even in points where, say, like you don't have the strongest hope or the faith or belief. I'm personally a very strong-willed person. So when I put my energy into something, it expands quickly. Um, and I learned this through ancestral work, manifesting through ancestors. And I taught you guys this on my YouTube channel before. When, because like for example, this is why people praise God to begin with, because he said that he came for the sick or whatever, right? Like basically the one who's losing faith and stuff like that. So that's why he's there, right? But if you can get yourself to operate and understand things like that, you can use your ancestors and people that you love and that you truly do believe in to manifest. You know what I'm saying? Say if like you look up to your mother or grandfather, whoever you was close to. A lot of us have like spirit guides and ancestors that we feel very connected to. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, love. And sometimes when your faith is wavering, that's why things like God is good, right? And I talked about this in my last video where I said, yeah, I do be praising, like not praising, but I work with God. Like when I have too much for me as a goddess to handle, I give it to God because that's why he said he was there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he as in that like that's who he is. I'm just saying he as in the energy. That's how we refer to the energy, right? And to me, God is love. So I'm giving my problems to love and to source. I'm not things that I can't handle, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And you do this with everything that you believe in, and you use that to manifest. If you have relatives that have passed and you are losing faith and you need help, those are the most important times to call on them. They will also give you that hope, faith, and belief when they answer you. You know what I mean? How many times have someone been like, "Oh, I know that was my grandmother because I was down on my last and I called on her and next thing I knew." I'm sorry. But for real, cuz it be like that on God. And basically this is a really good way to manifest when you don't feel your best because a lot of us like when you lose somebody, this is a great form of alchemy as well. And alchemy is how to turn anything into gold. So when you lose somebody, you already in this matrix world feel like you have lost a sense of like faith and love and hope because you put it into people too much. And that's why I was telling you guys earlier, stop believing in people so much. Oh, thank you. Look at it. Okay, I'm just kidding. So basically, like, it's sometimes good and it can work in your favor in moments like this because a lot of us feel our worst selves when we lose people. And for some odd reason, when your life is like a little bit rough, you lose somebody. I don't know why, but it just happens. And then you feel it. But if you call on that person that you lost, because that's the one thing that you have hope and faith and belief in, that's the one person that you would give anything to see, anything to hear from. You know what I'm saying? You would give anything to have their guidance and their love again. Do it. Do it. They in the spirit world now, so you might as well is calling them in the spirit. Duh. Do it now. Where's my phone? If you don't call them spirits, you know what I'm saying? Call them angels and guides up. The heck is wrong with y'all? That's truly what it's all there for. That's what it's all there for. And then when them angels and guides get you up enough to believe in yourself again and have that hope, faith, and belief all over again, and you start believing. You go from that hope, that faith, and you get to believing, baby. Okay? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. It ain't nothing to it, baby. Is it broken? Oh no, there's nothing wrong with the door on my closet. It's not broken. I think it needs to be pushed back in, but it's not broken. It's on there fully. It's my mirror that's making it look a little funny. My mirror is making it look like it's broken. That's funny. Because I'm like, what is she looking at? It ain't broke. Ah, it's the mirror. But yeah, so yes, that's what they're there for. Now, you're gonna go in and out of frequencies, and don't forget that. But through that's why you gotta just keep up. That's why I told you everything is everything. You just gotta keep applying the faith and the knowledge and the wisdom and keep calling on your ancestors when you're feeling low. You'll feel up again to feel it, like to believe in yourself. This is the most powerful you're gonna feel, and that's the goal is to constantly believe in yourself. All your angel guides and your idea of God and stuff like that is all ways of your mind just trying to like organize everything and pan everything out and make it digestible for you. And that's what it's supposed to do. That's good. But when you are at your highest frequency, you believe that you can do anything. When I was a little girl, I used to believe that I used to truly believe that I could be a mermaid. I believed that I was becoming a mermaid. I was doing spells to become a mermaid. I swore up and down that I was going to hit that water and boom, a tail. And I believed that with my whole little heart, okay? I just knew I was a mermaid. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm doing mermaid spells. I'm like, Mama, we need to go to the fish market and get a fish so I could put it in the tub. I'm gonna need some seashells and salt. I'm on YouTube, like the answers are here. I know they're on YouTube. YouTube got everything. You get what I'm saying? Get delusional like how you was when you was a kid. You like, oh my goodness, when you would be flying in the astral world and then you would think you could fly in real life. Was I the only one who was flying around my house and then would think that I could fly in real life? I swore up and down that I was flying in my house. And so I got older and I finally believed I was flying around the house in my dreams. I was astral projecting. Isn't that so funny? Isn't that so funny? That's why, and didn't I tell you all that? Not too long ago, I said, when you first start off, it's gonna be like a first kiss. It's gonna be like your first time riding a bike. Like when you first start believing in yourself, when you first get yourself up, when you lost, like when you get yourself from rock bottom that first time, that's gonna be like your romantic moment. You know what I'm saying? When you get that get that momentum back, that's gonna be your romance. But when you already did it, that's when you gonna know a couple things, and you gonna have to keep mastering your mind, mastering that wisdom, mastering that growth within yourself, right? No, literally, you feel me? Because you're gonna have knowledge, just like how I mentioned when I was younger. I truly believed that I was flying around the house until I realized I was astral projecting around my house. I was still flying, just not here. Just wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? And when you come to realizations like this, as you grow and you do this, you'll see what I'm talking about. And some of y'all already know what I'm talking about. Like you just going it's different when you already done it and you gotta keep going. It's a different feeling. That honeymoon stage is everything. So if you're in that honeymoon stage, I need you to walk around with your chest out and ass tooted up, because I promise you, that's the best stage. It's like when Nicki Minaj first came out. You know what I'm saying? It's like when reality TV first came out, when Instagram first came out, when Snapchat and freaking Vine. Do you guys remember Vine and Musically? When phones just like it's like that. It's like when you think about the early 2000s versus now, it's like that. Like that's why a lot of us online, you see the euphoric videos of like your childhood. It's because that momentum that you first had when you first got here, you was just like so amazing. Everything was so new. You know what I'm saying? Then it's not new to you no more. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to embrace a lot of things that you already know and still prepare for what you don't know, knowing that it's going to cause you to have to grow. That's a lot. That is a lot. It is. That is crazy. That is crazy. I'm telling y'all. Like, and I'm like you. I truly want to see someone from my YouTube channel. Like, I want to see. I want to live through you real quick a little bit. Like, I want to see if you at your worst place right now. I want to see you pop your shit the most, because I'm telling you that's your ground base. Are you dumb? That's that come up. I love that. Because once you get there, it's like now you're in this new space of success, and it's even scarier than it was before. Because before you wanted it, you know what I'm saying? And you knew you wanted it because you had to get it. You know what I'm saying? But when you have it, then you're like, now I really gotta do it just because. Just because I'm really made of it. You feel me? Just because I'm really on that. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see the person who's in that space as well, where you're like, I finally did the groundwork. I'm there, but I gotta keep my momentum, keep that momentum. I'm telling you, don't give up. Do not give up. The worst thing that you can do in life ever is give up on yourself. Stop following your dreams. That's the only thing bad that you can do. That's the only way your dreams won't come true is if you give up. I mean, I was just talking about this on my private Instagram story. I'm like I said, I do alchemy for real, for real. I could really turn anything into gold. And when I look at Natalie Nunn, that amazes me because I'm like, whatever she has going on, I don't care. The girl is 40 years old, has launched a successful show that has built a $1 billion network and launched a rap career at 40 years old and got everybody else paid. 40 years old, married with a kid, in the industry for how long? Baby, I'm not giving up. Baby, I can't give up. Mm-mm, baby. Mm-mm, baby. Exactly. Bro, she's smart and beautiful. Thank you. You guys are really funny. But yeah, like that's when you lose in life. Once you give up, you lost. And my best to people, because I y'all know I don't really open up on my YouTube channel a lot. If you really want to see like if you have to really be my supporter, like you got to keep up with me. You know what I'm saying? And really take the time to sit down and listen. But the best thing that I could tell y'all is every little step counts. Every little step counts. And that's why you need to feel very confident in yourself and boost yourself up because you're making so many little steps. You're making so many, you're inching there little by little. You know what I'm saying? Every single step to life counts. All these like skills and habits and experiences that you make for yourself, it all counts. You know what I'm saying? And we all know how this goes, especially us as adults. We know that decisions that you made 5 years ago can affect you today. So best believe every little step counts. This is, and I also just another thing that I love to use, and I talked about this in my other YouTube video that's doing really well. It's called Be Original. Check it out, guys. I told you guys I love hate. I love hate. I love hate. I love it. I love attention. You know what I'm saying? Because people are feeding me. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's something that I know that later on in life, it's going to be like another funeral for me. It's going to be like another breakup. You know what I mean? Like, having to let go of the spotlight and attention because I am just so grateful for my youth and this stage in life because I'm so young and so youthful and so just I'm fresh, you know what I mean? And I'm so grateful for that. But I love attention, I love hate because my whole life I always got attention, good and bad. And good attention is going to bring hate anyway. So a lot of times people who get a lot of hate are a lot of times great people. Like if you get a certain amount of hate, it's good. You know what I'm saying? It is because good things attract hate. I seen this little boy on Instagram. Damn, I wish I could shout out his Instagram. He was dancing his little heart out. That boy was snap, ow. But you know what I'm saying? They hate and then you doing something right, okay? And like in the comments they was like, "Oh, these kids dancing inappropriate," and I'm like, "Do y'all not know art? I don't care if that kid busting a wine real quick and twerk. Do you not see the way he's dancing? For like all sexualization aside, like, for like he's dancing like nobody's watching. You feel me? And that bright light gonna bring some controversy. It's gonna bring some opinions. You got my attention. I'm glad I got your attention. That's what's supposed to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, make some noise. You feel me? Like, if you're not making noise, what you doing? If they never heard you, good or bad, what you doing? You doing it wrong. Especially if you just living your life and they still going blah 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 blah. That's the best. That's the best part, okay? Lord, let me tell y'all. Let me tell you something, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, okay? I tell you something about these hitters. Let me stop. I really, okay, wait. I know that was so corny as fuck. Wait, because I'm so East Coast. And my voice is so perpy. Listen, y'all. Deep down, I want to be from Louisiana. Okay, baby. And how they talk that? I'm talking crawfish, baby. Ooh, baby, I like that. Like, I'm telling you, like deep down, I feel like, ooh, this is how the dolls and the girls feel about me. Deep down, I'm a I'm a doll. I'm a doll. Okay, deep down, I'm a doll. I'm dragging somewhere. If you feel me, if you hip to this lingo, you gotta be hip. Deep doll, I'm a doll, and I'm dragging somewhere. And baby, I like that. I'm on a Beyonce record. Like I like that. Okay, cornbreads and collard greens, bitch. Like that's my energy. But I'm like so quirky and whatever. But yeah. You feel me? You know it. You already know what's going on, baby. Come on now. I come down here and show you something, don't you? I'm like in my head right now, what I'm doing is I'm your auntie. I'm Auntie Ani. We all at the table. You the girls done left you out. It's just this shit in my blood. I know it's in my blood somewhere. I swear, yo, because ain't no way. It must be like like I don't know why. I think it was my mom's mom, but the southernness passed down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of like country style. But yeah, right now I'm sitting y'all at the table and I'm telling you them people ain't telling you nothing, baby. Okay? And right now the beautiful part about like that type of energy and that type of love and background and those type of women is that they will accept anybody. When they sit down and talk to you, they talking to the little girl, they talking to the little boy, they talking to the lesbian girl, they talking to the gay boy, they talking to the trans boy. They talking to the spirit and the soul, baby. That's soul food for you right there. Don't listen to what them haters say. Nobody's telling you nothing. Follow every single dream that you want to follow. Do every single thing that you want to do. Push yourself to the highest extent because you're going to want to say that you did it. Fuck what they say. You're going to want to say that you did it. I swear to God, you're gonna want to say that you did it. Don't nobody want to live a life for everybody else, thinking about everybody else, worried about everybody else. Don't nobody really want to be doing that for real. Don't nobody really want to be going work to work for real, for real. So it's so much better if you just get up and believe in yourself and apply some pressure, make some sacrifices, try to shake something. You feel me? Be authentically whatever that thing is that you're passionate about, whether it's dance, music, drawing, speaking. If it's all of it at once, start little by little. Baby, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna want to do it. Like, it's the best feeling ever when you just do it. Because you can. I don't know what that sign is. Dragon fire. That was a real moment for me. Blowing HOEs down, blowing 304s down. Are you dumb? I need y'all, like, I need y'all really outside in your individuality and your true authentic self, baby. Someone gonna like it, baby. That's why back in the day, like, family was so much more like better because people were authentic. Everybody feels like, I don't know what this is, what that y'all got going on, but if you gonna get that paper, you can be yourself too. It ain't never that deep. Like, if you want to shapeshift, you could do that too, but you don't gotta like act like something that you're not. Cause we was accepting everybody. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Back then, religion did not foretake your entire life either. Like, I remember us doing stuff back then, and we go to, if you Christian, you go, I'm not, but if you Christian, you going to church Sunday. Whatever you did Wednesday did not matter. You are saved and you are forgiven. Chase your dreams. Like, what system is you really living in? Because we talked about this in the other video. At the end of the day, if you're made in His image, there ain't nothing you can do wrong. There ain't nothing you can do wrong if you made in His image. The only thing that you can do wrong is make yourself miserable and live a effed up life. That's the only thing you could do wrong by you. But you can't do no wrong just by anything. If you truly believe in what you believe in, then you must believe that. The heck? If He already said all of you forgiven and stuff like that, the heck? Duh. But anyway, even if you don't believe in all that, I just believe, like, how can I do wrong in this life? How can I do wrong in my first time living? How can I beat myself up in my for my first time reacting? How can I keep myself in like a gate? How can I do that to myself? How can I tell myself I can't do it or I shouldn't do that? It ain't gonna hurt nobody. If it ain't gonna hurt nobody, I'm gonna do it. The heck? Especially not me. It is if it ain't gonna hurt me. If it hurts somebody else's feelings, that's okay. Hi, gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. I think I know, matter of fact, I don't think this. I know that the best thing to be is you. And the best thing to do right by is you. I know that. Hmm. So today we're talking about manifesting your best self, right? And this goes along with my be original video, right? That video is doing really well. I look annoyed. Girl, no, baby. No, baby. I'm not mad at you. What's wrong? What happened? Is that better? So anyway, y'all. So, this goes back to being original, right? When you can be your true, authentic, original self. Y'all, I'm a silly girl, like in real life. Like sometimes when I get up on here with y'all, Like in the beginning, I be having to get into it real quick, and then when I get into it, I could like I can play. Y'all, I'm gonna work on my accent, my New Orleans accent. Y'all gonna hear it. I'm going down. I don't care. I don't care what y'all say, baby. I'm having too much fun with it. Let me stop. No, I'm sorry because I'm not doing it good. Like, if I was doing it good, it would be okay, but I'm not. I know I got an East Coast accent, y'all. I'm from Boston. What you expect from me, yo? What you expect from me, yo? What you expect, dog? My God. Stop playing. For real. I need to stop. Okay, I'm back. What's wrong with me? Like, really? Like, I. So basically, like, boom. Then, after that, you gotta be yourself, basically. That's the whole point of the last video. I still can't believe how good that video is doing, y'all. I done been up on YouTube for a year, yes, less than a year. And we finally just got it hitting and popping. Was good. I'm crying. Yeah, that's why I had to make my transition out too. I said before I get too big, before they decide to start, well, they already did that, but before it happens on a bigger scale, why don't we just close that door? Yeah, that's not exactly going with a niche. Not exactly, no. But anyway, um, again, going back into believing in myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm really speaking real shit from the soul. I really don't talk out of my ass. That's why everything that I'm saying just I'm laughing. I can only laugh at this shit because I mean everything I'm saying. But yeah, well, yeah, it is a little bit. Well, but I was telling y'all was that I'm like from the South or from the countryside, New Orleans, whatever. Y'all sitting down at the table. I'm your auntie Annie right now, and I'm telling you, them people not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you to go big or go home, go for your dreams or go to sleep. I don't like what you gonna do. What's up? Like I really don't think y'all understand that the stuff that you're listening to and consuming can truly dictate how you really think life is going right now. Because you can really like you can keep yourself on highs. You can keep yourself high on life if you want to be there. And I swear to y'all, the best way to be there is if you get up and do the work. The I get very high when I get up and do the work. I swear. When I get up and I outdo myself and I believe in myself, I get a natural high. You can just keep using that momentum to keep going. You're boundlessly beautiful. May all your wishes blossom into reality. Be blessed and protected. Oh, thank you. Love is love. So sweet. You guys are so amazing. Yeah, I just people really don't realize, especially like when you really get into yourself and when you really fall in love with yourself, life is so beautiful, you know, and things that this is why we study alchemy over here, because things that are meant to be something negative to scare you is something that's gonna push you. Because right now, like, I don't even want to talk about it, but with the stuff that's been going on in the world, I already know I'm going big or going home. I'm not stopping. What are you like? What? I got too much like access and privilege right now. Although things may seem fake hard, acting type shit hard, but we have access to so much and we're doing things that a long time ago people couldn't do. I'm not taking none of this for granted. Like the the way life is so amazing, you can just tell by the people that you was raised by how much life has become better if you let it be. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not surrounding yourself by the right things, or if you're surrounding yourself by all the wrong people and the wrong frequency, you won't be able to know this feeling. I want people to know this feeling. Easy. It's so simple. Like you ever be on your phone in bed looking at people live their lives? Like, damn, I should do that. You ever look at something on your phone and be like, damn, it looks so nice? You ever keep trying to just click your phone? You know what I'm saying? Get up, get up, get off and get up. You know what I'm saying? Even right now, I tell people all the time, that's why I did this type of YouTube channel because I'm the type of person where if I'm when I get like that, I'm getting up first of all. And when I get up, if I really want the phone on that bad, I'm putting on something like this. And I'm about to get up and do what I got to do, listening to something like this. I'm not just about to keep sitting there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You succeed so much more if you will get up and stop procrastinating doing things and actually apply yourself and do it and actually understand that every single little step that you're doing is going to be a reward in the end. You fine, period. Thank you. Every step, every step is gonna be a reward in the end. So you might as well is get to it. To be honest. Oh no, baby. Oh no, baby. Oh no, baby. Oh no, baby. No, baby. No, no, baby. No. Don't. We here to love to get you right, baby. Mm-mm. The ways to life is not in my butt, y'all. Please get out my butt. That wasn't the point. Lord. Anyway, the point is, well, I don't want you to be distracting people to to get up and apply that pressure, you know? I mean, what else do you guys want me to say? And I want you to have fun. Have fun doing it. You know, guys, I swear, like, you want to know what's so funny? Like, when I always used to want to do social media, like, stuff since I was a little girl. And I used to start with, and I was still thinking about doing it eventually. Hi, Australia. I was thinking about doing it like with my dolls when I was younger. I used to collect American Girl dolls, and I had a closet very similar to this one. I think I had a closet just like it was like a mini walk-in closet just like this. So I had like an American Girl, no, it was a little bit smaller, but I had an American Girl dollhouse in my closet because I had like 8 of the dolls. And I wanted to do a American Girl doll series. Thank you, love. And I remember when I was younger, I did make my mom like get me the camera and stuff like that. Like, and I actually uploaded a video. You know what I'm saying? And I had a YouTube channel called AG Smiles. I remember I used to always try to like look it up because there was this beautiful video, really funny video of like me and my family. And it was just so cute the way that like the camera fell and we were all like dancing and the Siamese was in the video. It was just so funny. Like it was so funny because the phone fell and then we all like looked down at the bed and went to go pick up the camera. Like it was a beautiful like family moment. Thank you so much, guys. But yeah, so I wanted to make like American Girl doll shows with my dolls, and I never ended up doing it. I remember my grandmother had a pool. Like, it's so crazy how this is what I'm telling you guys. I want you guys to hear me and like listen to me. Like, you can create anything. I could have did this a long time ago. I thank you, love. My grandmother has a pool, and I had like a Barbie doll house. I was spoiled there too, you know what I'm saying? And I think I had my American Girl dolls with me. So like my nana also, no, did I have my no, my camera wasn't there, but I had my DS. So I would like record it like on my DS, like my dolls, and I wanted to get them like the mermaid tail. I could have made it. I was like a crafter. I used to make my dolls, like my American Girl dolls, like oven, because everything was so expensive for them. They're like $118 dolls. So, I would get stuff for my birthday, for special events here while we're out. So I would never get all the stuff for the dolls at once. So like before, say if I didn't have a kitchen set, I would just make one. Or like I would have a kitchen set at my mom's house, but not my nana's house. So I made one. And yeah, I was just like a creator. And I want people to create. I want people to like see themselves creating something for themselves, outside of like just like a roof over your head, a job, like outside of, if that's what you want to do, then that's beautiful. I'm not like, if you just want to be a doctor, and that's beautiful. But I'm sure there's like something that you want to do, that you love to do, that you're passionate about. 22. Um, so my channel is all about alchemy. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Much love. And alchemy is how to turn anything into gold. Um, and I was, inspired to do this channel because, yes, I went through a lot in my lifetime. Okay, y'all, I'm 23. Whatever. Same shit. And basically like so funny. Can I pass? No, I'm joking. I know I can. Anyway, um, so I was like, I struggled with these like low vibrational feelings my whole life. And because I grew up in the crack epidemic, right after the crack epidemic, at least we weren't broke. Yeah, so my life as a child was extraordinary, to say the least. And it really hindered me in a lot of ways. Um, and people to, I want people's dreams to come true. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I just want people to really like fully understand how much they need to create and not just consume. I don't want people to be consumed by life. Everything here is designed to consume you. And if you don't learn how to use these tools the right way, you will be consumed in a negative way. And you don't want to just be a consumer, because, you are a part of the creation of life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not Christian. I always make it clear I'm not Christian, but for my Christians on channel, you are created in God's image. And when there was darkness, God brought light. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to understand the importance of how to turn anything, literally anything that is made to put you down or made to destroy you, or, confuse you. I want you to learn how to make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? How to solve it. how to evolve, how to become better no matter what. Because there's a lot of things here that if you don't learn how to create and speak and learn and practice, you'll just become bleh, nothing. Don't do that. Talk to them, okay? Talk to them. And ain't nobody trying to be nothing. A lot of people in their older years will tell you too, like, do everything you want to do. Do everything you want to do. Don't hold yourself back for anybody. Any successful person will tell you to get the heck up. Thank you so much. You know, any successful person will tell you that. How do you do good in life? I got up and I put in the work. How did I do good in life? I took a chance on myself and I believed in myself. How did you do it in life? Consistency. Be consistent, you know? And understand that whatever you put your energy into is going to prosper. I think like amazing examples of this is when you do everything wrong, right? When you do everything wrong or when you pick up from the wrong um when you pick up the wrong habit, you realize how you got there. Am I correct? So they always say as easy as for you to get there is easy for you to get back. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can lay down in bed every day, not wash your butt, smoke, drink, have sex with people who don't give a fuck about you. I'm sorry. And yeah, sorry. Had to have a moment with myself. And like if you can do everything to self-destruct, you can do everything to evolve. You can do everything to elevate. And you want to do that anyway. Like, realistically, everybody wants to be able to say, I loved myself so much that I gave it my all. You know what I'm saying? Where are you in the state? You got a lot of knowledge for being 22 there, girl. Oh, so that's the beautiful part. I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts. We have great education out here, great history out here, a lot of history. East Coast side type shit. Um, but honestly, I didn't really get a really dope education until I went to a alternative school in high school. I got kicked out of like, the regular high school for being bad or whatever for fighting. And my ELA teacher, Mr. Scott, he taught me Egyptian history. I used to like literally ditch the other classes to go to his class because I felt like he was the only one who was teaching me something of substance. Like the other classes, we're not about to talk about the pilgrims. I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, deuces. What the fuck? This man just told me and showed me documentaries of of white people knowing my history before I do. I'm out of here. You trying to teach me about the pilgrims? I'm out of here. The heck? I know. So basically, like I used to ditch his class because he had this on this is still a movie to me. Like this was my first break out the Matrix. Really, shout out to Mr. Scott from South End McKinley. Like that man for what he did deserves an award, and I'm going to shout him out again. I'm going to remember that man because that is a true king. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really get like there's not a lot of men out here who deserve their flowers, but that man deserves his flowers. Like I look at him like a father figure. Like there's certain things I would not say around him. There's certain things I would not do around him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a very respectable man. But I just remember he had up on the green screen the documentaries of these white people talking about the history of Egypt. And they was talking about how the first piece of paper came from a plant called papyrus in Egypt. They talked about how the astrology that we know today and the seasons that we know today came from Egypt. They talked about how the pyramids were aligned with the stars, and that's how they were studying the skies. These people were absolutely like magnificently amazing. Our math came from Egypt. We just learned so much from Egypt, and the illest part about it to me was that he showed me this picture of Egypt, right? And this is my teacher. I'm in a Boston public school, just broke out the matrix for real. Like, this is why when people used to talk in this man's class, he's like, y'all don't understand. Like, this ain't like the rest of the classes. You can shut up. It was the first time in history that I ever realized that I was like, my entire ancestral line was not slavery. It wasn't Harriet Tubman. This blew, like, I'm telling you, it cracked a different DNA code in my mind. I was like, I remember. And the craziest part about me remembering was that I always was drawn to Egypt. And a lot of people, especially back then, would tell me how much I look like I like Egyptian. Like, like my eyes and my face structure and stuff. Like, oh, like, an ex, like, oh my gosh, she looks Egyptian, whatever. Like, like an Egyptian princess, whatever. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I'm in class learning about Egyptian history now. And this is something that me and like my family was very connected to, even my mother. And I just remember like he showed us Egypt and it was a full painting of Egypt. And everybody in Egypt was white. And this painting was by a white man. But if you look in the back of the painting, this is in a Boston public school. I'm learning this shit in high school. I think it was my sophomore year. You can see the first version black bird. It was a black woman holding a baby. That shit blew my mind. That shit brought me to like, it really brought me to a different level. It boosted my self-esteem, my confidence, and confirmed a lot of things, all that. You know what I'm saying? About me, myself, and I. Oh, girl, I really liked your personality, period. Thank you. Thank you. But it just really blew my mind. Like, Mr. Scott is a G. Like, do you know what type of man that was? To be up in class teaching 15, 6-year-old kids that? If I could say the N word, I was. That was a G. Okay? Like, I had to get a little bit street with it. And he was a genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when he would teach us stuff in class, is I know this sound crazy, but I'm not gonna go into detail. But he would be able to give the kids like because this is the only way you could get to these kids. You know what I'm saying? Give the kids like street references. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use this as an example. Mr. Scott did not say this. This is my words, not his. I'm using this as an example. Say you gotta give your friend a 3.5 for da 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 and da 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 da. This is an analogy. And if so, what would you do if da 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 da? And the boys would be like, "You're right," because da 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 da. He would be like speaking these kids' language. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I swear he can speak everybody's language. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just such a like amazing man. I swear that teacher is amazing. Like he spoke my language, he spoke the boys' language. He just knew all these languages. Shout out to him. Real G's. Like real G's. Real G's. Oh my God. But yeah. So you know, yeah, all my life before that, all I didn't know anything about my history. I didn't know anything about black history other than slavery. Boy, can you speak the language of my bills? That's the real question. The heck? Do you speak the language of bills, credit card bills, car note bills, car insurance bills, student bills, rent bills? Do you speak those? Oh, we're trying to read the language of somebody's body. Pick up a book. So tired of y'all. No, you can't. Bye. You better go out there and get us some gold. He said, no, but I could speak ancient Egyptian language. A little shoddy, I got a whole, you got a library. This sounds like a princess story. Sounds like a princess to me. Um, I need to start reading you guys' comments out loud so that like when I'm done with the lives, people could know what you guys are saying to me. And I'm not just laughing and responding to stuff. Y'all be I sometimes when the haters crack me up too, I'm not gonna lie. What did the other one say last time? Oh yeah, he said something about a job, right? I said, so you gonna shame me because I figure out a way not to go to work for minimum wage? And it was like, oh, well, the minimum wage now is 20 something dollars. I doubt that. But if it is, shout out to minimum wage. At least it finally went up. And I was like, so you telling me you want me to go to work so I could take 3 hours to fill up my gas tank? I ain't never gonna start working. When am I gonna be a mom? They were talking about, oh, with the baby. Well, I can't be a mother if I'm at work all day. Hello. 1 plus 1 equals 2. It's not 6. The heck? Doesn't make any sense. I'd be trying to make it make sense. Or like he came in here. I like being funny with the trolls. I'm not gonna lie because they're funny. Like he came in here earlier and was like, "Oh, it was the same guy, mind you, from earlier." I was like, "You're so bored. What the heck?" I was like, "Oh, He said, "Oh, your closet is empty." I said, "I had to move the clothes. I put them all on one side." I said, "Because it's a mini walk-in closet, sir. That's why there's a drawer in there. Like, leave me alone. I'm gonna eat you up every single time." Talking, and then they said I lived in a studio. Ate them up on that one too, baby. Do you want to work for me? Do you want to work to pay my bills? I have an opportunity for you too. Because I promise you, if we business partners, you get your money back. You know what I'm saying? It's an investment, baby. Invest into Ani's world, okay? You got a job for me. I have an investment for you, sir. I do. I do. I, period. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all. It's definitely not a studio. Studios don't have amenities. Um, but yeah, ate 'em up. I love you guys. I love all of you. I love everybody who interacts with my YouTube channel. Period. And I want better for you, so you can leave me alone. For the trolls, I want better for you to leave me alone, and for the supporters, I want I want better for you because we're growing together. The heck, like literally, everybody who like supports this channel, I always speak and consciously have like an equal exchange because I just believe that people will learn from me opening my mouth and having the guts to speak, right? So I'm giving, and then you guys are giving to me by helping me build my channel and my platform. So I'm always wishing like prosperity for my supporters, and like truly, because a lot of like, I'm not gonna lie, this channel really does come from a place of like love. um this channel does not come anywhere from a place of hate or malice, and this channel is inclusive to all different types of people who want to better themselves in whatever way that that looks like for themselves. You know what I'm saying? um but like, I've really had dreams about a lot of things with you guys. You guys are in my dreams, so, and I'm in you guys' dreams as well. I've been told. I don't know how. It's like, I don't know, it's so weird. I don't know how or why. Shawty got an Egyptian name and don't know it. Huh? Who, how? Who? But yeah, I've definitely been told by some of my supporters that like, one, they've had dreams about me. And I told her, I said, "Girl, I'm waiting for you on the I'm right here. I be in the spirit world. I mean, I'm not waiting for you in the physical. I'm gone in the physical, but in the spiritual, I'm there, okay?" And I'll be like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's go." You know what I'm saying? And I just remember one day it really had me up and going when she was like, "Honestly, like, you just posting keeps me motivated a lot." And I see myself in people a lot. I'm That's why I'm like, I believe in judgment on myself, because how can I judge you? I don't believe in judgment. I try not to judge others, because it's like, how can I judge you when I can really never judge myself for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just I be seeing like the great and the potential. And sometimes all it takes is for you to do everything totally different. You wasn't expecting me to say that, was you? But it's true. It's true. So you can astral travel. When's the last time I did that? I'm trying to think. Hold on, y'all. When's the last time I did? I don't do it on purpose. I told y'all when I was younger, well, you wasn't here, but when I was younger, I thought I could fly because I was astral traveling around my house. I wholeheartedly believe I could fly, and I would wake up and try to do it. So I don't astral travel on purpose, but I do. But I don't know how consciously, like, and I also don't remember all of my dreams either, but sometimes I do. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time I try. I don't know if I care. Like, what is astral travel? Like, if I was to astral travel, the only thing that I would do is get money over there so I could bring it in physical. The heck? I'm going if I read that astral, I'm about to screenshot it actually because I'm gonna read it. But when I read that book, I'm just gonna try to figure out how to go over there and get me some money. Um, Manifest me. You know what? I can't tell y'all that part of my business, but yeah, manifest me some me. You know what I'm saying? Period. Yeah, that's what I would do over there. That's the only reason why I would be astral traveling. Help me figure out how to fly in this bitch, because I'm in this bitch a lot. So if you could figure in the like whatever equipment I need, bring it over here. If I need the money, the funds for it, bring it. Bring the wings. You know what I'm saying? Let me fly over here. You feel me? I believe I can do it if my pocket's big enough. Why did you Why did you looking at me like that? Did I say something crazy? Why did they comment that? Why do people act like I be like? people really act like I'm saying like some is this really like every time I get around people it always blows me like I'm like is this new? Yes, but yes, that's the whole point. But all right, my bad. Yeah, and balls deep out the matrix. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I kind of wanted to stay up on here a little bit longer, but you know what? Maybe next time. What's a hecka? I don't I don't believe what is all this stuff that you're talking about? I don't believe in all this. Why can't I just close my eyes and go get it? I also think like whatever I feel like whatever way you go, I could honestly see astral projecting being a main source of manifesting to be honest because I use darker black energy a lot because that's the creation of life is darkness. So I tend to like manifest in the dark and stuff like that. I assume that if your eyes are closed and you're literally in another realm of darkness projecting your own unconscious sense of light or conscious sense of light, I'm going to assume that it's going to manifest 10 times faster than it normally would. But um at the same time, to figure out how to control my dreams is a it's a little bit of a lot of work. I know how to do it a little bit, but that sounds like a little bit of a lot of work. That's a little bit too balls deep in the matrix to me. Like I can't I really I'm trying to imagine myself reading a book on how to manifest my dreams in my dreams. Like in my head I want it to make sense so bad, but I don't think it worked like that. Look, how to manifest your dreams in your dreams. But I might still do it, honestly, just like on some bored shit, because I do like having fun in my sleep. Like I like remembering my dreams. I do I know how to make decisions and stuff in my dreams, but I don't know how to just like do everything. I'm so sad. I wanted at least just like 20 likes on this video. Well, I'm not sad. I'm happy, but if you're in here, can you like the live, please? Please, can you please like the live if you're in here? I just want like 5, 6 more likes. That's it. Pretty please, beautiful please. I love you please. You're gorgeous. You know what, whatever. I don't even care. But thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, y'all. So this is all my take on like manifesting your best self. I think that what you guys have learned from this video is that I have a mind, sober mind that basically operates like it's off of shrooms. Yep, that's what's happening. And that's basically the same way that you're gonna have to be when when you are like manifesting your best self. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to really level up and be a person, because clearly you don't like this. You know what I'm saying? So if you really want to level up and be that person, you have to really just do things little by little. And I think honestly, even right now, what by any means is talking about when it comes to reading books on like astral projection so that you can control your dreams, I say why not? I think that's like the illest way to really get deep into your psyche. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can learn how to astral project and manifest in the astral world, like in your dreams. I know, but you know what's funny? I don't exactly astral project because isn't astral projection like when you're actually like having like a whole day type, like, like a whole scene thing going on in your dream? Like you really You really in there. But with my dreams, what happens is this, you can do this too. I'm about to tip y'all. Another way, like again, don't start manifesting no type of dreams when you're not at the right vibration. Wait till you're at the right vibration to truly manifest the dreams that you want. Because your dreams are always inside of you, inside of your heart anyway. You should always have faith and hope in your dreams. But until you truly believe in yourself, please stop manifesting from that lack mindset. So I know how to I do know how to go into your dream realm state and manifest. I do know how to do that. How do I do it? Mind magic. I'm going to be honest with you. I think like when I first started off with this, I think I thought very small of it, like just simple things like, oh, building better habits, mindset, da da da. But as I evolve into it, um, it's definitely mind magic. You know what I'm saying? And through programming my mind a certain way, I have control over my thoughts. And like, I mean, every little thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the higher you your frequency is, like the better you feel, the easier it is to do this. But say if I need, like, I want a certain amount of engagement, you know what I'm saying? First and formally, I'm applying pressure. I'm doing the work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very intentional when I apply pressure and do work. Intentional about the time that I'm doing it, and I'm also putting a lot of frequency into it. You know what I'm saying? Like my attention. But didn't I tell y'all earlier, anything that you would give your attention to is gonna expand. That's why I love haters. I love hate. Fucking like shit. Ugh, fuck. About to moan. Like I love hate. You know what I'm saying? But so basically when you can focus your mind and attention on something enough, especially before bed, right? This also means that you have to be like, you have to be healed because you have to be connected with your heart to do this as well. Because, like, your dreams live in your heart, right? And you're trying to pass through a message through, like, your conscious awake state into your sleep state. So make sure that your heart is, like, feeling good. You don't feel like it's broken either. Okay? Let that motherfucker be sometime. When if you're not at the point where you can't just let your shit be sometime, you ain't at the point. If you always think that it's broken and fucked up and stuff and something's wrong with it and it needs to go to the hospital, it's not the time for you, okay? But anyway, your dreams live in your heart. So I'm just connecting like these two energies, like energetically, right? And very intentional, very much so. And I tell myself in the conscious part of my brain and the unconscious part of my brain. And like before bed, I'm doing whatever I want to do to like engagement. Like I'm gonna make my video or whatever, right? And then I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna start dreaming about going viral. And that's just how this shit go. And s- sometimes like you have to understand like you are not me and I am not you. So abilities may show up in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's abilities are different. Everybody's gifts are different. But yeah, for me, heart is expanded, will is expanded. So it's very, once I was able to get my mind focused, I was able to direct my thoughts on that. But at the same time, again, I'm not like astral projecting in my sleep as of where I'm showing myself doing a video and then piece by piece I'm watching everything play out. No, like it's like popping up in like flashes. You know what I'm saying? Like even when last time when I asked for answers, also ask dreams for answers. Talk to your dreams. Your dreams are alive. I don't know how that works. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I just know these things, okay? Your dreams are alive. So, you know how you get warnings and confirmations and stuff like that in your dreams? If you ask your dreams for more warnings or confirmations more, you'll have more reoccurrent dreams that you want, more intentional dreams. I am a Libra. I learned you want to be not acknowledged for your mind and not your cake. Exactly. You gotta start by meditating first. I mean, I don't really mind being acknowledged for my butt, just not on my YouTube channel. I like you on the right track. Wish we could talk for real. I know some shit. We would have a great combo. Me too. LOL, maybe you should read a book. I read. I've been slacking lately, but I read. Um, I'm October 11th. Yes, I'm a Libra. So yeah, um, if you ask your dreams for like say, and when I say confirmation, I mean like I will ask my dreams about a bee. Okay, if I feel like something in my spirit is psyching me out about a girl or a guy, but I feel like I might be tripping. Usually this happens with girls because girls are good actors. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this earlier where this society creates women psychopaths, but like I'll ask like, "Yo, what's up with this person?" And then I'll see them in my dream doing some weird stuff, and then I'll know like, "Really, dog?" Alright. You know what I'm saying? So that you if you communicate with your dreams will communicate you with you more. I remember one time like I wanted confirmation like on my channel. This was an subconscious thought, and I end up like getting a dream about like people saying that my advice on my YouTube channel was working, and then of course like the girl came and told me like how me posting helps her a lot. And I get this a lot, like people love Ani's World. Like although I'm a small content creator, you have to understand like I'm stretched across platforms and multiple accounts from being online from years and doing a lot of shit on accident but getting acknowledged. So like Ani's World is like making her rounds. Ani's World just finally being intentional about it. So a lot of people do know me and I'm from a small city, so I'm pretty popular. How did I know? How did you know? How did you know? Well, while you're here, while everybody's here, I do want you guys to check the links in my, oh yeah, my description link, my bio, my YouTube link bio, whatever. I have my Instagram there. I have my TikTok there. I think that's it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, this is Ani's World. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really only stayed these last couple minutes to really see if I can get it to 20 likes. Like, I know I'm basically there, but I'm kind of tight right now. Like, oh my God, 5 likes away from. Come on, if you're in here, can you please like the live, please? Hi, you here? I really appreciate you. You missed a really long, um, like conversation. Can you like please like the live? I would really appreciate it. Like for real, I would. I don't think you understand how much I would actually like it now, please. I'm serious. Heavy on that. I'm worth 1,000 likes. Like, come on now. I be saying that to myself all the time. Like, I be like, sometimes, like, it's the little pride and ego. I mean, sometimes I be looking like, y'all know you playing. Stop playing. Stop. Stop playing. Stop. You know you sleeping. Wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but whatever. If you in here, please like the live. I would really appreciate it. I know you just got in here, but I love you so much. Please, now. Thank you. Please, please. I I don't see why. I don't see why I don't see. I don't see why I don't see at least 17 likes, 16 likes. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. I've been up here for an ill minute. You wasn't here, but I was in here. I was working. You're like, come on, come on, talk. Why you doing me like that, talk? You just gonna stare at me? So, y'all weird, bro. Y'all weird. I'm sorry, y'all. I played too. what does CTFU mean? Cut that cut the is that what that mean? Finally 15, period. Period. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I need and if you in here cracking oh, that's what that means? I should have knew that already. But yeah, if you in here, I really need y'all to also tune into my other YouTube video called The Original. Oh my god, y'all, it's up and it's stuck. Like now that I finally got my first couple thousand just doing YouTube live, I'm on y'all's ass. I'm in y'all's butt. Wait. wait, 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 I'm not in your booty. Wait, I'm not in your booty. Wait, it's dark in here. I'm sorry. Okay, if you in here like the live, y'all, you know I like to make you laugh, y'all. Yes, thank you so much. If you in here, please subscribe. Like, I love you guys. I'm just here to put a smile on your face and inspire you to be the best person you are. I know you missed it, but I swear I've been in here illin', going off. I done dropped some ill gems, and I put that on my daddy. I don't play about my daddy, okay? really appreciate if you like the live on my daddy. I'm telling you, I don't play about that, okay? I will appreciate it with my whole heart, okay? Now, um, I have been in here for a ill minute talking about how to manifest your best self, manifesting your best self, because I feel like manifesting your best self is so important before you manifest your dreams that are already inside of your heart. Make sure that your heart is, you know, in the right space before you're really like, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want people to remember that you're your best manifestation. Yeah. Yeah. Ow. I'm my elbow hit my hand. Oh my gosh, is this how Cardi B felt? Are y'all never gonna let my teeth live? Fuck! What did they do to you? What did they do? They hit you? What did they do? I'm joking. I don't care. Anyway, if you in here, can you please like the live, boo? 17. If we get to 17 likes, I will like that's Ani's World 7. Come on, Ani's World 7. Let's get us to 17 likes at least. 17 likes. I'm up here. I'm telling y'all, y'all done gave the wrong money, okay? y'all, y'all done got me up here, yapping and bapping. No, I'm not yapping. I'm actually putting my heart and soul into this channel for real, for real. But I'm putting a lot into this channel. But yeah, y'all got me up here really being my true authentic self, really spitting real facts, really like finally able to share wisdom and knowledge and get this bumping for it, get it jumping for it. So yeah, now that I finally see what a couple thousand views look like, I'm in y'all's butt. Take me through there. Okay. Thank you so much if for everybody in here who liked the live, okay? I'm just in here playing and joking a little bit, but yeah, I really do appreciate y'all because I know for a fact that Anya's World is a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing. And like it's a thing bigger than me because we're all a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready and I'm young. So I got this like weird like spark and urge in me that wants to take over the world in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it over together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that Be Original video was something that I feel like it was so authentic what I was speaking just because that's something that I went through for a long time and I finally feel like I learned the lesson on and I'm finally able to share that lesson today. So and not me, I know how to be original, but I learned how to understand copycats, and I learned how to help them, you know? So I'm happy that, because that statement was very true, and I'm really happy that, like, I'm just happy. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody who gets up on here and listens to me and supports me and shows me love. Ani's World loves you so much. You guys are Ani's World is a lover, girl. I need to go. I love you guys.